Moravec checks in. Urquhart goes out. Buechner now back to serve. Good strong serve there, passed it over. Ball goes to the outside, big swing, dug by Buechner. Mateo chases it down, outside Moravec. No touch called, misses long. 6-4 Kent State. Henderson in. Salinas to serve. Moravec, pass to Mateo. Back to Moravec. Swing off the block, goes out of bounds, scores. McSweeney in, Davis back to serve. Anna Davis hops it forward. Fires it right down the line. Takes hands, pushes it. Right side attack coming off the block. Falls down on the Hawks side. Shoemake gets the kill. 7-5 Golden Flashes. Brent Roberts to the libero, back to serve. Heavily taped up leg. Fires it at Darling. Bad pass. Moravec. Back row from Buechner. Rolls it over. Finds a good spot there in the back row and scores. 7-6. Gabby Deary back in. Amanda Darling out. Mateo back to serve. Mateo hops forward, fires it into the middle of the court. Roberts with a good pass, middle attack, tipped over. Moravec's there. Mateo behind her to Deary. Big swing, scores. Hello, freshman. Tied at 7. Just nods her head like she's been there before, and she has been one night ago. Love the attitude. Mateo again. Another good cross-court serve. Ball's up high, pushed it outside. Middle block was just a little late there, and Henderson hammers it home. 8-7 Golden Flashes. Off the tape, that'll go for an ace serve. Fortunate break there as Brathole hit the top of the tape, rolled it over, second ace serve. Fires it again. Tough pass there. Deary has to just platform it over. Roberts takes it, dumps it on the slide, tipped over. Moravec gets it, McSweeney hammers it, but it's dug up. That was Roberts with a good dig, but platformed over. Kate. Oh. Hawks are looking for a touch at the net. Don't get it. 10-7. Hawks thinking they got a break. Serve coming. Buechner, good pass. Ortega, bad set, but Deary does a lot with it. Pushes it outside. Blocks late. Dug up. But Deary transitioned through. It's 11-7 Kent State. Coach Barnes will go ahead and call a timeout. Slow start for the Hawks as Kent State showing a lot of momentum. They lead 11-7 here in the early going. We'll take a quick break. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. Kent State off to a quick start here. Lead the Hawkeyes 11-7. Kent State 462 hitting here in the early going. Iowa hitting 556. just not getting the volume of swings. Logan Henderson with 3 kills so far. Karina Salinas with 2. 5 assists from Kendall White. A couple ace serves for Kent State. Just 2 digs. Hawks with good balance. Caitlin Butner does have 2 kills. 4 players with 1. Kaya Mateo with 3 assists so far. Couple digs for Natalie Morovic and Caitlin Butner. But a good quick start for the Golden Flashes. See what the Hawkeye response is here now. Brathole to serve. Butner, decent pass. Ortega outside. Morovic through the block, scores. Big response there, needed that. Second kill for Natalie. Urquhart will come in for her now. As the Hawks lose the first lap, 11-8. Urquhart, third ace serve of the night for the Golden Flashes. Time Logan Henderson gets another one. She opened the match with an ace. Comes forward, fires it again. Tough pass, Ortega. Deary has to roll it over. Hawks catch a break, but it still comes to their side. Dennis takes it, Ortega outside Butner. Set was low, Butner hit it right in the block, and it's 14-8. Hawks need better passing. Henderson again. Good pass that time. Deary. That's a good dig though from Roberts. Back row, tipped over. Uses Ortega. Dennis Butner off the block, dug up, overpass. McSweeney scores. (14-9). Hawks will look to build some momentum here. Henderson goes out. Brooke Rifkin checks in for her. Sydney Dennis back to serve. Good strong serve. Roberts bad pass. Back row coming. Platforms it all the way over and well out of bounds. Just a bad play there from Brathole. And the Hawks finally get back-to-back points, 14-10. Dennis to serve again. Good flat serve. Bad pass again by Rifkin. Two-hand push over. Dennis takes it. Ortega gives it outside, but misconnects. Boy, that was an easy free ball, and the Hawks just give it away. It's 15-10. Not on the same page so far tonight. Kiana Mack back to serve. Urquhart overpass. Hawks are able to get it over and steal a point. Bailey Ortega with a good one-hand touch. And Anna Davis then with a one-hand touch over. It's 15-11. Davis gets the dirty kill. Amanda Darling in for Gabby Deary. She'll serve. Kaya Mateo into the front row for Bailey Ortega. Darling, flat-footed again, fires it over. Good pass this time, goes outside, one-on-one. Kaya Mateo gets the block on Karina Salinas. One-on-one block from the freshman. Somewhere in there, there's a Rucker Park reference for basketball, but great block there from Mateo. 15-12, Iowa still trails. Darling again, good strong serve, good pass. Right side slide. Dug by Urquhart. Mateo. Butner pushes to the far corner. Good ball. Big swing. Good dig from Dennis. Darling platforms it. Butner's going to get a chance. Good dig from Roberts. Platform. Roberts will have to platform it over. Does. Darling. Mateo. Slide to Dennis. Easy dig there. That was Rifkin. Outside swing. Goes wide. No touch. Hawks are back in business. 15-13. Good job winning the scramble point there. Stuck with it, stuck with it. got the payoff. Darling again. Flat-footed fires. Long. Boy, you're just starting to find some momentum, and then you make the service error. Tough move there, but the Hawks are back in business at 16-13, Kent State. Kendall White, the setter, back to serve. Hops it right down the line. Urquhart off the net to Mateo. Pushes the slide to Anna Davis, and she gets the kill. Davis is third here, 16-14. Urquhart's out, Moravic's in. Buechner back to serve. Drops a good pass though. Dumps it over. Dennis is there. Mateo outside Moravic. Dug up right on the net. Middle attack. Buechner gets the dig. Mateo behind Moravic, but chops it over. Good ball up from Roberts. Comes outside, rolls it over. Moravic takes it. Mateo gets it. Moravic high off the block. Scores! Natalie Moravic's third kill. Hawks back to within one at 16-15. Buechner, good strong serve there. Bad pass from Salinas. She'll get a swing at it though. Rolls it over. Dennis takes it. Mateo finds it. Back row from Buechner. Has to roll. Right side coming. Big swing through the block. Give that kill to Shoemake. 17-15. Henderson back in. She's got 3 kills on 4 swings. She's been a tough out for the Hawks. Salinas now back to serve for the Golden Flashes. Into the net. Hawks will take the break. 17-16. Still trail. Davis back to serve. McSweeney to the front row. Sydney Dennis will take a quick break. Davis, good strong cross. Pass is not very good. Now we'll free ball it over. Davis takes it. Mateo, way too low. Not even close from McSweeney, and she puts it in the net. She's 6'7". Get the ball up. I know you're trying quick, but you got to get that ball higher. Give her a chance to swing, punch, use some athleticism. 18-16. Roberts to serve for Golden Flashes. Good pass. Mateo outside Moravic off the block. Roberts with the dig. Middle. Pushes through. Dennis with the dig. McSweeney that time off the block and scores. Mateo learned from the mistake. Got the ball up higher. Gave McSweeney a chance to make a swing. 18-17. Mateo now to serve. Kai, deep breath, drops it over. Good ball. Right side attack. It's late. Deary kind of chunks it up a little. Right side coming again. Tips it over. Goes wide. Hawks catch a break. 17 all. Or I'm sorry, 18 all. That ball was just tipped wide, and Coach Haley Eckerman will call timeout as the Hawks have come back to get their first tie since 0-0. Hey, Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let your warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. 18 all here in set one. Hawks still hitting 346 in the first set, holding the Golden Flashes to 160. But 3 ace serves have done wonders for Kent State. Hawks showing good balance. Moravic with 3 kills, McSweeney with 3, and Anna Davis with 3. Gives 6 assists to Kaya Mateo and 3 to Bailey Ortega. Give 3 digs to Sydney Dennis, 2 to Moravic and Buechner. Hawks have one block, and that was Kaya Mateo's solo block. One block for Kent State. Kiana Mack and Kendall White teamed for that one. 6 digs from Bryn Roberts already, the libero. Couple ace serves for Logan Henderson. Let's go with 3 kills for her as well. Shoemake and Salinas with 2 kills for the Golden Flashes. Mateo will try to give the Hawks their first lead. We're tied here at 18 in set 1. Fires it cross court. Bad pass way off the net. Roberts has to chase it down. Puts it in the back row. Actually got a swing at it. Dennis with the dig. Mateo puts it up to McSweeney, but she's in the net. Mateo, pass wasn't that good. Mateo was just a step slow. Not her fault though. 19-18 as Kent State pulls back into the lead. Bree Brathole back to serve. Good pass from Buettner. Ortega to McSweeney, off the block, out of bounds. 4 kills from McSweeney. Hawks tie it back up again. Moravic's out, Urquhart's in. See if the Hawks can do it this time. Urquhart takes a deep breath, fires it off the tape. Good pass though, outside, big swing. Boy, McSweeney was nowhere to be found on the block, and Henderson just split an easy seam, 20-19. Dill had to stay with the setter, as White's a front row setter, so she had to stick with her on a good pass. Strong serve, Urquhart, bad pass. Ortega chases it down, but Buettner has to just chop it over. Right side slide, dug up. Urquhart finds a way to get it. Buettner, big swing wide, 21-19. Henderson to serve again. Kent State now back up by 2 here late in the first set. Urquhart, good pass. Ortega, middle to McSweeney. Scores. 21-20. Dill's got 5. Rifkin checks back in. Henderson goes out. She's had a good day. 4 kills, 2 aces. Been tough at the service line. Sydney Dennis will try to tie it up for the Hawks. Good flat serve right down the line. Free balled over by Roberts. Urquhart takes it. Ortega to Davis off the block. Rifkin pushes it outside. Good block, but out of bounds. Deary didn't quite get the hands angled in. Salinas gets the kill, 22-20. Kiana Mack now back to serve. Hawks need a side out. Fires it over. Good flat ball. Urquhart, Ortega behind her to Davis. One-hand dig. Pushes it up in the middle. Urquhart can't get the dig. 23-20. Look for a Coach Barnes timeout. He will call it. We'll go ahead and take the break as well. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, the Hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport and downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. Kent State leads the Iowa Hawkeyes 23-20 here in set 1. Delaney McSweeney 5 kills. Anna Davis with 3. Logan Henderson with 4 for the Golden Flashes. Karina Salinas with 3. Hawks winning the hitting battle 312 to 233. The Golden Flashes lead the serving battle with 3 ace serves to 1 air, where the Hawks just have 1 air. Each team with 12 digs, each team with 1 block. And Kent State's been able to forge a lead. They got out early, and they've been able to hold the Hawks off ever since. Mack now the redshirt senior. Serves it over. Urquhart, tough pass off the net. Ortega all the way outside to Buettner. That's going to get dug up. Good ball there, tipped over. Dennis, Ortega outside behind Buettner though. Dug up again. Ball's coming over, big swing. Dug by Dennis. Ortega dumps it, scores. Maybe it's just because I've seen more matches than most of these opposing coaches have, but Bailey Ortega likes to make that move in clutch situations. She's not afraid of the big spot. She gets the big side out, the big kill for the Hawks. Still trail 23-21. Amanda Darling now to serve. Darling with a good serve, good pass. Right side slide coming, tipped over. Hawks get it up in the air. Dennis to Buettner, chops it down the line. She's dug up by Rifkin. Ball comes outside, big swing, blocked back on the Golden Flash side. Middle attack off the block. Dennis with a one-hand dig. Mateo, Buettner hits the antenna. 24-21. Hitting error gives the point to Kent State. Coach Barnes looking for an explanation. And that'll be Kendall White now trying to close out the set for Kent State. Good serve, Urquhart, Mateo behind Buettner. She tips, back up. Buettner pushes it into the corner. Great one-handed dig there from Rifkin. Rolls it over. Buettner with the dig. Mateo behind her to Davis on the slide, scores. Hawks still alive, 24-22. Urquhart goes out, more of it comes in. Caitlin Buettner will try to keep the set alive for the Hawkeyes. (24-22), Kent State on top. Buettner fires it. Ooh, might have been long. Bad pass though, good ball. Rolled over. Buettner digs. Mateo goes, loses the joust. Burgundy Walters gets the kill, and Kent State takes the first set, 25-22. Not the dream start for the Hawks, but still plenty of time to come back. We will take a short break. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. Kent State takes the first set, 25-22. As the Hawkeyes dug themselves an early hole, could get all the way back to a tie, but could never push back into the lead. As Kent State came up with all the big plays and held them off. Kent State led by Logan Henderson's 4 kills, Karina Salinas with 3. Kent State hit just 2-11 in the first set, 13 kills, 5 errors. but the 3 ace serves were a big deal. 9 assists for Kendall White, 6 digs from Bryn Roberts, 5 from Bree Brathole, and 3 from Brooke Rifkin. Just 1 block there, as that was Kendall White and Kiana Mack teamed for a block assist. Looking at the Hawkeye side, 5 kills from Delaney McSweeney, 4 for Anna Davis. So the middle's doing their thing again as Hawkeyes hit 282 in the first set. Should be good enough to win. In this case, it was not though. Kaya Mateo with 7 assists, Bailey Ortega with 5. No ace serves, just 1 service error. Had 8 digs from Sydney Dennis. Really strong first set for her. Caitlin Buechner with 3 digs as well. Kaya Mateo with a solo block, but the only thing that mattered is the scoreboard that showed Kent State 25 and Iowa 22. We'll see how Iowa bounces back and responds. Again, this is a little bit of how last weekend looked, where the Hawkeyes looked really strong on Friday and then came out a little flat. Just maybe didn't play to their capabilities on Saturday, and so see if they could turn it around. It was a good even set. Just the plays that got made by Kent State were the winning plays. The Hawks just struggled a little bit on that end, so work to do. Finishing the starting lineups. A quick check here. McSweeney and Deary are having to switch spots there. Davis goes out, Dennis comes in as we get all organized over there. Brathole's back at the service line for Kent State. Lineup checks look complete. Ball's been tossed to the freshman from Hudson, Wisconsin. Just had a yellow card issued. Didn't see what happened there. Buechner, Ortega, and a one-on-one block on McSweeney. Kiana Mack gets the job done, as the Hawks got everything they wanted on that play. Again, ball's just maybe a little low. Good pass from Buechner. Ortega gives it right back to her. Goes long that time. Again, not trying a little too hard. See if the Hawks go back to it for a 3rd time's a charm. But this was the hole they dug the first set. Buechner, good pass. McSweeney gets the kill this time. Coach Eckerman with a good pass, just didn't quite get it on the floor, and I don't think she's allowed to touch it. I think the yellow card went to Kent State, but I don't know why. Urquhart to serve. Good flat serve. That'll go for an ace. Took a minute. It was a good play from White as that ball just rammed into the net. Urquhart ace, tied at 2. Kent State receiving with 2. Good drop ball again. Good pass though. Ball goes outside. Big swing through the block. Scores. Logan Henderson is 5'11", but man, she packs a wallop. Kill number 5 for her. 3-2 Golden Flashes. Good strong serve. Urquhart, good pass. Backside to Deary into the net. 4-2. It's a tough hitting error there. Henderson again. Goes at Urquhart. Good pass. Pushes it outside. Buettner off the block. Scores. Buettner had a tough first set. Bounces back with a kill on her first swing in set 2. Golden Flashes still lead 4-3. Sydney Dennis back to serve. See where Sydney Dennis tries to put this one. Goes right down the line. Dumped over. Blocked by Davis. Good heads up play. Goes outside through the block, but out of bounds. As Urquhart can't get the dig. 5-3. Salinas with a kill. Hawks just don't have an answer right now for the Kent State outsides. Good serve, Urquhart. Ortega slide to Davis. And another block. That's Salinas. Walters was chasing it. 6-3. Kent State did a great job blocking last night, so not a terrible surprise here so far. Mack to serve again. Buettner, good pass. Ortega, Buettner, high off the block, dug up by Brathole. Middle attack, dug by Dennis. Ortega, Buettner, dug by Mack. Dennis gets the dig. Ortega behind her, good ball. Deary off the block, one-handed punch, goes for the... Mack punched it up in the air. Rifkin and White were kind of afraid of running into each other. Deary gets the kill. Ortega to the bench, Deary to the bench, Darling in, Mateo in. See if Amanda Darling can start a Hawkeye run here. 6-4, Kent State. Good cross serve, bad pass from Rifkin. Good ball from Roberts. Platform over, it's short. Buettner, Mateo, slide from Davis, scores. 6-5, Hawks creep a little closer. Hawk Middles dominated the first set. Kent State made an adjustment on the block early in set 2. See what the Hawks do next. Darling, good strong serve. Bad pass from Salinas. Roberts platforms it. Great ball. Hawk back line splits, thinking it's out. Catches the line. 7-5. Salinas with a kill. Hawk Middles have 11 kills. Golden Flashes outsides have 10. White to serve. Good strong serve. Mateo pushes it outside. Buettner, big swing, scores. She's up to 4 now. Urquhart goes out. Moravec comes back in. Buettner back to serve. Kent State returns with kind of 2.5 here. Goes at the half. White pushes it outside. Salinas off the block, scores. (8-6). The Hawk block is set up just the outside, the right side hitters set up just a little bit too far inside. They're able to tool it off the block. Strong serve there. Passes off the net. Mateo out to Moravec. Finds the line and scores. Maybe the Hawk outsides are picking it up a little bit now. McSweeney in. Davis back to serve. Sydney Dennis will take a quick break. Davis to serve. Off the tape. Good pass from Roberts, though. Middle attack. Dug by Buettner. Mateo platforms it. Moravec, just beats it way over the block. That's the, I like the aggressive swing, and sometimes you can look silly when you're trying to hit high hands and you miss. Roberts back to serve. Moravec, pass off the net. Mateo has to platform it. Moravec again. That time goes off the block, but she's dug up. Right side attack, off the block. Roberts gets the cover. Dumped over. Hawks get the dig. McSweeney's able to push it over. White outside. Tipped. Moravec with a run through. Mateo, back row. Buettner's dug by White. Roberts platforms it. Shoemake rolls it over. Dennis. Mateo, back row again. Don't like that call much. White back row this time. Off the tape. Push back over onto the Kent State side. Roberts behind her. Through the block and scores. What a point there for Kent State. That's the scramble point. You win a long one, 10-7. Henderson with 6. Roberts to serve. Mateo outside Moravec. Off the block, out of bounds, scores. 10-8. Darling out, Deary in. Again, that's what we saw in the first set. Kent State was just ahead. Iowa could come close, couldn't forge their way ahead. Mateo, good serve. Roberts, good ball. Noah platforms it up. Good swing, though, through the block. Henderson is so strong. Hawk block just isn't getting pushed across the net. And Henderson is just hitting it through. Ortega comes in. Mateo goes out. Brathel into serve for Kent State. 11-8. Golden Flashes on top. Lead the match 25-22 after the set 1 win. Good serve. Ortega outside. Deary scores. Couldn't tell which side of the net that fell on, but it fell onto the Golden Flash side. Urquhart to serve. Good strong serve. Roberts pass off the net. Goes outside again. Henderson sails that one over everybody. 11-10. First hitting error of the night for her. Still hitting 600. Urquhart will try again. Good strong serve off the tape. Henderson will get another swing. Tips. And McSweeney drags it down on her side. Buettner was there for the dig, but that's one of the times where McSweeney's height actually didn't do her any favors. Henderson back to serve. Kent State on top, 12-10 here in set 2. Henderson drops one in front of Urquhart. Deary will get a swing. Blocked. Back on the Hawkeye side. 13-10. Ortega might have got contact issue, maybe punched in the nose. The Hawks will go ahead and use the Hawks are going to go ahead and use a timeout here. Try to give Bailey a little time to figure out her contact issue or what she had going on. Hawkeye fans, you can drive your team to a win this season by filling up with Unleaded 88 with quick rewards at any Quick Star location. Fill up with 8 gallons or more of Unleaded 88 and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win great prize packs throughout the season. Quick Star is a proud partner of Hawkeye Volleyball. 13-10. Kent State on top here in set 2. Again, the Hawkeyes just haven't found a way to push ahead. They've got behind in both sets now, 2-0, 3-0 early, and then just kind of would be able to push it even, get close. Kent State hasn't really been able to extend the lead beyond that, but just kind of sticking right around in there and causing the issues on that side. So we get the first timeout whistle. We'll see if everybody's ready to go in the Hawkeye huddle. Looks like Ortega's coming back out. Logan Henderson's been just a shade short of unstoppable for Kent State with 8 kills, just 1 error, hitting .636. Karina Salinas with 6 kills, 2 errors. She's hitting .222, so 14 kills, just 3 errors for Kent State outsides. And both are undersized. Salinas at just 5'8". Good serve. Urquhart, Ortega, Buettner off the block, dug up. White pushes it behind her. Off the block, Ortega gets it. Dennis to Buettner. Good swing right down the line. She scores. Buettner's got 5 now. 13-11. Dennis, good serve. Rifkin dumped over. Ortega takes it. Dennis, Buettner. Dug up, good ball there. White pushed it outside. Sails it out of bounds, 13-12. Yeah, Salinas, a 5'8" outside hitter from Mission, Texas. Texas A&M international transfer. Dennis to serve, good flat serve, good pass. Ball goes behind her, tipped over, one-handed up. Urquhart, good ball. Deary with a swing. Goes right at Rifkin, who gets the dig. White outside, Salinas tips. Buettner's there, see where Ortega goes. Behind her to Deary, off the block. Dennis takes it. Dennis Davis tips. Middle. Tipped it wide. Mack misses, and we're tied at 13. Hey, if you're a Hawk fan, it's better than the first set when Iowa didn't get it tied until it was 18 all. So sneaking up on it here, see if Dennis can come through here for the Hawks. 13 all, set 2. Dennis, good serve. Rifkin, ball goes outside. Salinas is tight. Oh, the Hawks just give one away there. Deary was in the net. Boy, on a tip, you hate seeing that. 14-13, Kent State. Hawks were going to get a run free ball right back at him. Mack back to serve. Strong serve. Ortega, slide. Davis has to tip, goes right through the block and scores. Good play by Anna Dennis. She now has 6. Ortega heads to the bench. Deary heads to the bench. Darling and Mateo head to the floor. Darling to the service line. $14 all here in set 2. Darling. 5 spot, flat-footed serve. Bad pass from Rifkin, chased down at the back of the court. Rifkin will platform it over. Davis takes it, good ball. Mateo, slide to Davis, scores! Hawks have their first lead of the night at 15-14 here in the second set. See if they can take the momentum and build a little bit. Darling again, fires it over, great serve, better pass this time. Middle attack, tipped over, Buettner. Buettner tipped it to where she thought Mateo would be. Unfortunately, Mateo was not there, and we're tied at 15. Oh, the dirty kill there from Walters. White, good quick serve. Urquhart, bad pass, chased down. Davis punches it over. Roberts, Mateo swings. White, good hands. Big ball. And that was a big swing from Shoemaker. She pounds it through the block. Kent State back on top, 16-15. White to serve. Urquhart, good pass. Mateo, slide to Davis, scores. $16 Moravec checks in, Urquhart checks out. Buechner hops forward. Good flat serve. Passes off the net. White's tight. Darling with the dig. Mateo outside Moravec. High off the block and scores. Hawks push ahead again. (17-16), Hawks on top. Schroeder checks in for Shoemake on the Kent State side. Buechner, good pass from Rifkin. Blocked, Anna Davis. What a transition, Schroeder comes in. Immediately gets a play called for, and Anna Davis sends it back. 18-16, Hawks lead. Buechner, bad pass. Rifkin puts the ball up. Salinas off the block, and that's going to score. Went high hands and knocked it off the block over the back row. 18-17. Rifkin leaves. Henderson comes in. She's been a handful. Salinas back to serve. Off the tape. Hawks are in play. Mateo. Roberts digs. White. Middle. Dug by Mateo. Darling. Behind her to Mateo. Chops it wide. Tied at 18. Big spot here. We were tied at 18 in the first set. Kent State pulled away. Strong serve. Dennis, good pass. Mateo, slide to Davis, scores. 19-18. Sydney Dennis heads to the bench for a quick break. Anna Davis heads to the service line. McSweeney to the front row. Davis, good strong serve. Salinas, good pass. Henderson. Henderson is just too strong right now for the Hawkeye blockers and the Hawkeye back row. Roberts back to serve, tied at 19. Libero comes forward, fires. Off the tape, ace serve as Moravec can't handle it. 20-19, Kent State. Good pass this time, Mateo outside Moravec, through the block, scores. Tied at 20. Deary in, Darling out. Mateo to serve. Big race to 5 here for the Hawks. Henderson uses hands off the net. See what she can do now. Just throws it through. Holy cow. Wow. For all the powerful hits she's had, she just threw a fastball right through the block. Didn't hit it, just threw it. 21-20. Give her 10 kills now. Brathole to serve. Dennis, good pass. Ortega behind her. Moravec, oh, Hawks catch a break. Roberts didn't go for that. 21 all. More of it goes out. Urquhart to the service line. If there's ever a time for Mickey to serve the drop ball, it's probably now if you're a Hawk fan. Goes right down the line. That'll work. Ace serve for Urquhart. 22-21. The Hawks lead. Coach Eckerman calls timeout. Hawks on top, 22-21, but trail 1-0. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bose, pediatric neurologist with University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. Hawkeyes lead set 2, 22-21. Kent State took the first, though, 25-22. Boy, interesting stat anomaly. Kent State hitting 300 here in set 2, and Iowa hitting 257, but they have the lead after Iowa out-hit Kent State in the first, and Kent State got the win. So see how that pans out. Iowa, good balance so far, getting kills from a lot of different places. 3 players with 5 or more so far. 16 assists from Kaya Mateo, 11 for Bailey Ortega. Couple ace serves from Urquhart as well. 11 digs already for Sydney Dennis. Urquhart to serve. Good flat serve, overpass. McSweeney goes up, loses the joust. Ortega outside, it's too low. Off the block, diving play. Tipped over, Buechner's able to get it. Ortega one-handed, McSweeney can't time it right, and she's in the net. All. Hawk connection on that middle at times has been so good, and then at times just looked off tonight. Henderson to serve. Urquhart, Ortega, Buechner, covered by Dennis. Dumped over by McSweeney, by Ortega. Dennis. Ortega, great dig there. Oh, collision there with Mack and White, and the ball falls harmlessly into the middle of the floor. Hawks catch a break, 23-22. Give Buechner the kill. Sydney Dennis now to serve. Good serve, good pass from Rifkin. Outside, blocked. Gabby Deary, Anna Davis send it back to the Kent State floor, 24-22. Eckerman's got a timeout, does not use it. Sydney Dennis floats it. Rifkin, it's off the net, slide. Dennis did everything she could to try to get that up in the air, but the Hawks are still just a good pass away from winning the second set, 24-23. Lily King will check in her first action. She's going to serve for Kiana Mack. The freshman now to serve. Hops forward, fires it. Urquhart, good pass. Ortega behind Deary, rolls it over, comes back. Hawks are going to get the point. Wow, what a steal. Bad pass, bad set. Buechner does everything she can, rolls it across the top of the tape, and the Hawks steal the second set, 25-23. And we are even at a set apiece here in Extreme Arena. Well, let's play a best of 3. That was fun. We will take a slightly extended break here. All tied up, 25-22. Kent State takes the first, 25-23. Iowa takes the second. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. We're all tied up at one set apiece. As Kent State takes set one, Hawkeyes battle back, take set two. An exciting back and forth match. Just trying to get to a few of the big things going on. Obviously the Hawkeye football team opened up today. Beat Utah State 24-14. The Hawkeye cross country team, the men's cross country team, had just a phenomenal first meet on Friday night. Max Murphy just destroyed the 6,000 meter record, taking nearly 13 seconds off the record. If I remember seeing it right, the top 6 guys were all in the top 10 as they just rewrote, maybe it was the top 5 guys were in the top 10 as they just rewrote the top of the list. Iowa women's soccer team off to a great start. Off to a quick 4-0 start so far. Coach Diani's squad, couple wins away, couple wins at home. Always a good win against Iowa State. And then you have the Iowa field hockey team, which I guess you could say they don't just, they don't rebuild, they reload. As the Hawkeyes headed to Chapel Hill for the ACC Big Ten Challenge. Took down number 12 Wake Forest 4-0, and then took down the number 1 team in the country, North Carolina, 3-2 in overtime. Good 3-0 win over Fairfield on Friday. They'll take on Albany tomorrow. With a win tomorrow, there's a good chance that Iowa could take over the top spot in the rankings. So good strong start to the fall campaign here in Hawkeye Sports Land. Checking the statistics here for the match. Logan Henderson leads all attackers with 10 kills. Karina Salinas has 8. Anna Davis with 9 for the Hawks. Natalie Morovic with 8. Caitlin Butner with 7. Delaney McSweeney with 6. The Hawks really spread around the offense. 262 hitting, 239 for Kent State. Urquhart back to serve. She'll try to get us started here in the third set. Roberts takes the ball, pushes it outside. Henderson tips. Urquhart gets it. Ortega behind her to Deary. Blocked. And the Hawks can't get that up in the air. Good block there from Henderson. As the Hawks found a way to finally dig her attack. But then she found a way to score on the other side with the block. Fabulous job by the cleanup crew. See if the Hawks can side out a little quicker here. Had a tough time in the first part of the sets of getting out of the mess. Logan Henderson to serve. Good serve, dives it in front of Urquhart. Roberts plays it. Salinas off the block, scores. 2-0. Boy, the Hawks just can't win the first couple points of the set. Henderson. Boy, that's it. Urquhart's going to be the one that gets ace, but boy, that's a tough play as McSweeney's flashing in front of her and ducks out of the way right at the last second. And it's 3-0 Kent State already. Better pass. Ball's low. Good dig. And it's 4-0. Give the kill to Mack. Just the second kill for Mack. Really, Kent State's been outside dominated the whole time. Urquhart, better pass. Ortega outside to Butner. Dug up, overpass. McSweeney blocked. Ortega one hands. Dennis. Butner tips off the block, falls on. It's 5-0 Kent State. And Coach Barnes wastes no time here in set 2, calling timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. We'll call that less than ideal if you're a Hawkeye fan. 5-0, Kent State out to the lead. Rosa Vesti's going to check in for Delaney McSweeney. Delaney got off to a hot start. Just kind of struggled here as Kent State's made some adjustments. Henderson to serve. Good strong serve. Urquhart, good pass. Vesti off the block. Dug up by Braithel. Sails it wide. No touch, but the Hawks are in the net. Buechner's called in the net. Boy, that ball's just, I guess that's how the breaks are going right now. Not even close. And Buechner's in the net. Urquhart, bad pass. Ace serve. And Kent State scores a touchdown here to start the third set. Moravic's going to check in for Urquhart. Gotta find a way here. First pass hasn't been very good, and then they haven't run good offense after that. Right at Moravic, overpass, and give the kill to Salinas. It's 8-0. Coach Barnes will use his second one. Being active can help you stay healthy, but sometimes injuries are unavoidable. That's why University of Iowa Sports Medicine cares for athletes of all ages and skill levels. Whether it's physical therapy, surgery, or something in between, our sports medicine specialists will personalize your treatment plan to meet your needs. From school and community events to Hawkeye games, UI Sports Medicine will be there with expert care you trust. Boy, I don't even know how to go to the stat line up here and be excited about it. Kent State, 4 kills on 5 swings. That's hitting 800 in case you're wondering or bad at math. Iowa is no kills, 2 errors on 6 swings. That's negative 333. As the Hawks just off to a tough start. 10 kills each for Karina Salinas and Logan Henderson. The Hawks just will have to find a way here to get out of this rotation. Henderson now up to 4 aces. She's served 19 times, almost double anybody else in the match. Moravic, good pass to Ortega, outside Buechner, dug up. Deary. And that ball falls on the Coach Barnes trying to get a call, can't get it. 9-0 Kent State. Moravic. Ortega outside Buechner, finally. Kill number 8 for Caitlin. Vesti goes out. Dennis to the back row. She'll serve. Of course, she's always in the back row as the libero. Anna Davis comes back in. Dennis, Roberts, outside, Salinas. Again, the Hawkeye middle. This time it's Anna Davis. Just sticking to the setter and really not able to cover that. So just going cross, going cross, going cross. Easy for the outside hitters. Ortega, Davis on the slide. Sails it long, no touch. It's 11-1. Mack to serve again. Good strong serve. Moravic can't handle it. Again, hate to be the bearer of this news, but this is what you saw last weekend where the Hawkeye passing just kind of fell apart. Buechner, good pass. Ortega, Buechner, blocked. Nobody covers. 13-1. Out of timeouts, and your substitutions are limited here. Hawk collision there trying to pass. Buettner from the back. High tip. Run through. White pushes middle attack. That is a tough call on Gabby Deary. That ball did not, it hit the palm or hit the heel of her hand. And the up ref calls the double contact when it hits the palm. That's or the heel. That's a tough one. I guess you could say ball don't lie at this point as she serves in the net, 14-2. At this point, you need somebody to step up and show some grit, somebody to show some fight, and say enough's enough. Amanda Darling to serve. Good strong serve, bad pass. Ball comes out to Salinas, blocks, Salinas covers. That'll go back on. Mateo Davis get the block, 14-3. It's a long way back. But you just want to show some fight and some energy. Maybe take some of the wind out of Kent State's sails right now. Darling sails it long. Just tough spot. You need to be aggressive. You want to be aggressive, but mistake you can't afford to make right now. Brathole goes to the bench. Schroeder comes in. Good strong serve. Morovic off the net. Mateo. Buettner through the block, dug up. Buettner dug up again. Salinas chops it through the block and scores. It is 16-3. White to serve again. Dennis, good pass. Mateo dumps it, scores. Good little overhead dunk. Kaya Mateo gets her first kill. Buettner, good serve, good pass. White behind her on the slide. That ball catches the far corner and the Hawks are again in the net. Doesn't really matter, 17-4. Salinas to serve, and Logan Henderson goes back to the front row. Strong serve, Morovic, bad pass. Mateo, Morovic scores. Ball heads over my wife's head. She doesn't make the catch. 17-5. Vesti back into the front row. Anna Davis to serve. Into the net, but goes off the tape. White, middle attack, tipped over. Mateo, outside Morovic. Dug by Roberts. Behind to the right side, off the block. Hawks are in the net again. Vesti this time is in the net. Roberts to serve. Strong serve, Darling, bad pass. Dennis puts it out to Morovic. Knocks it over, dug by Roberts. Middle attack, tipped over, dug by Mateo. Darling uses hands way outside. Mateo's block. Hawks cover. But then it's killed by Mack into the far corner. Roberts to serve again. Strong serve. Mateo tips it over, goes wide. 19-5. I do color for baseball, and I had one of the baseball parents ask me, what do you say in some of these blowouts? This is the tough one here. Good float serve there. Dennis, Mateo, outside Morovic. Hawks score 20-6. See this one around the country. You'll think this one's a typo. Mateo, bad pass. Henderson uses hands. Rolled over. Vesti takes it. Mateo, Vesti blocked. With a Hawkeye middle connection, which was so good early. Mateo heads to the bench. Ortega comes in. It's 21-6. Brathole back to serve now. Buechner, good pass. Ortega outside behind Morovic though. Diving one-handed up. Rolls over. Dennis. Ortega behind her to Deary. Scores. And finally a net call on Kent State after Iowa's had more than their fair share. Urquhart checks back in. Morovic heads to the bench. Urquhart, good strong serve. It goes for an ace. Third ace for Mickey. 21-8. Good strong serve. Bad pass from Salinas. Henderson. Salinas. Urquhart way off the net. Ortega chases it down. Buechner. Dug by Roberts. Overpass. Vesti scores. 21-9. And if you're being real about this, Iowa is not going to win this set. But you can show some life, you can show some energy as you get ready to head to the fourth. Urquhart, bad pass, platformed out. Henderson, big swing, block, scores. Vesti, Deary, the two freshman team for the block. It's 21-10. Henderson's had her way. Iowa finally wins a battle with her. Urquhart, strong serve. Salinas, good pass. Henderson again, has to tip that one. Dennis gets it. Ortega behind her to Deary. Through the block, scores. 21-11. 5 straight for the Hawks. Urquhart, another beauty. Much better pass this time, though. Blocks there, dug up. Deary. Dennis just passed a platform it. White. Oh, Henderson gets it through Vesti that time. She was in the right place, just couldn't get pressed over. 22-11. Kill number 12 for Logan Henderson. She's back to serve now. Salinas is back in the front row. Urquhart, great pass. Ortega behind her to Deary. Scores! That's 6 for the freshman. Vesti out, Davis in. Dennis to serve. Again, if you're the Hawks, you just want to show them you're still here. Dennis, Roberts. White dunks it. Dennis gets the dig. Ortega behind her to Deary. Off the block, Roberts. White. Blocked. Covered. Right side, sails it wide. 22-13. Dennis right down the line. White outside. Dug by Dennis. Ortega behind Deary, rolls it over. It's a beauty. Roberts, one-handed dig. White. Salinas off the block. Dennis, Ortega, Buettner. Chops it off the block and scores, 22-14. Great serve there. Good pass. Salinas rolls it, stays on her side, no touch. 22-15. Couple subs coming in. Shoemake will check back in. Lily King will check in for the Golden Flashes. Coach Eckerman still sitting on 2 timeouts. Dennis with the ball, she'll serve. Roberts, good pass. Right side, Shoemake. Dug by Urquhart. Ortega, outside Buettner, tips. Oh, that's a good play. Scores! 22-16. Coach Eckerman just keeps holding her hands, telling her team to calm down. At some point, a timeout would seem very reasonable, and she will finally call one. 22-16, Hawks definitely showing that they're still here. See what that leads to, but so far so good. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our family, provides homegrown, clean-burning fuel for our vehicles. Thank you, Iowa's corn farmers. Somehow Iowa's all the way up to hitting now 129 after the last timeout. Iowa was negative 033. Cleaned it up. 10 kills now in the set. The Hawks have turned over Kent State a little bit. Kent State still hitting 286, hitting 253 for the match. Iowa hitting just 225 for the match. Iowa with 44 kills, but 19 errors. So that's where you've seen kind of the damage of Iowa hurting themselves. 7 ace serves for Kent State, just 3 aces for Iowa, and just 2 errors for Kent State. So again, it's been a very good serving day for Kent State. 13 kills for Karina Salinas, 12 for Logan Henderson, 10 each on the Hawks side for Natalie Morovic and Caitlin Buettner, as the Hawks had done a great job with the middles early. Kent State made an adjustment. Iowa's late to the party, but finally made their own adjustments. 17 digs for Sydney Dennis, 15 for Bree Brathel, and 14 for Bryn Roberts. Dennis, good drop serve. That ball's into the net. That ball's going to come over. What a dirty point from Shoemake, as it stayed on the Kent State side, and she just kind of chopped it into a semi-unprepared block just because of the way the play developed. 23-16. Kiana Mack to serve. Good flat serve. Buettner, Dennis, Buettner. Good diving play. She is well over the net there as Lily King comes way under. 23-17. Ortega goes out. Mateo comes in. Deary goes out. Amanda Darling comes in. Darling takes the bounces. Down ref finally gives the okay. Up ref gives this all ready to play. Darling Floats it over. Roberts takes an easy one. Right side slide, chops it through. That ball's over on the Kent State side. Salinas is blocked. Anna Davis, Kaya Mateo, 23-18. Hawk block turning up a little bit now. Darling to serve. Strong flat serve. That's an ace serve. 23-19. Coach Eckerman uses her final timeout of the set with the Hawks just hanging around. 23-19. Kent State leads the third. We're all tied at a set apiece. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. Tied at one set apiece, 25-22 in the first, went to Kent State. 25-23 in the second, went to the Hawkeyes. 23-19 here in the third. Kent State's been up by as many as a million. Hawks have clawed back now to get it to within 4. Showed a lot of life here in the back half of set 3. Kent State hitting 253 for the match. Hawks hitting 225. We'll see if Amanda Darling can keep the run going. When she served flat and hard, it's had a tendency to fly long. Good serve there, good pass. Dumped over, Dennis is there. Mateo, Buettner, one-handed dig. Buettner takes it, bad pass though. Mateo platforms it back to Buettner. Tip, score, 23-20. One more. Amanda Darling to serve. Good, strong serve. Bad pass. Good ball, it gets it, gonna be up in the air. Dennis takes it, Mateo. Davis on the slide, blocked. Mateo gets it. Darling, Buettner misses over the top of the block. Boy, you had your chance there. 24-20. Kent State now with a chance to close it out. White to serve. Dennis, Mateo, Davis, Mateo, Dennis, Buettner scores. 24-21. Buettner has 11. Buettner will serve. Moravec to the front row. Good strong serve. White slide into the net. 24-22. Hawk defense just needs to step it up. Whether it's the block or the diggers, give themselves a chance. Buettner. That ball's an overpass. Tipped. Moravec. Mateo. Moravec. Good dig there by Roberts. Outside. Salinas has to roll it. Dennis plays it. Mateo. Moravec. Blocked. And that is how the third set ends. On the big Kent State block. Dennis plays a ball that might have been wide. But boy, you can't let it land and then think about what happens if. So Kent State takes the third, 25-22. We will head to the fourth set with Kent State on top, 2-1. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oaknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I can't tell you how difficult it was to not welcome you back with busting out Sweet Caroline right there. That was challenging. Kent State leads 2-1 here. I'm John Evans, alongside my replay partner Dane, doing the dancing over there at the booth. 25-22, Kent State won the first and the third set. 25-23, the Hawks took the second. And the Hawks will need a rally here if we're going to keep playing. The Hawks haven't been able to get off to any sort of a fast start in any set tonight, but took that to an extreme there in the third set. See what the Hawkeyes do here. McSweeney's back out there, so she's going to get a go again. And Moravic's out on the court now, so there is going to be a little bit of a change. I think what you might see, Michelle Urquhart come in on the right side, although Gabby Deary's been really good on that side. Bree Brathel will be back to serve for Kent State. The Hawks will try to find a way to win the fourth and force a fifth. Kent State played 5 yesterday against South Dakota State. Brathel gets us started. Moravec. Mateo tips. Brathel with the dig. White, middle attack there. Kiana Mack with the kill. The Hawkeyes are 0 for 4 on the first point of a set. Brathel to serve again. Strong serve. Off the net, Mateo. Buechner. Dug up, chases it over. Brathel, good ball. Platformed over. Darling. Mateo. Slide to Davis. Mateo. Darling. Buechner. Dug by Brethel. White. Pushed into the corner by Mack. And the Hawks are 0 for 4 on the second point of the set. Kent State's won a huge percentage of the scramble points tonight. Just been tougher so far. Into the net, helps out, stops the run. That's basically the way the first two sets played out. The third set was the crazy anomaly where Kent State scored all the points to get going. Buechner back to serve. The Hawks twist the rotation just a little bit. Buechner. Henderson takes it, pushes it out to Henderson. She tips, dug by Dennis. Moravec does get called for a double. And Coach Barnes gets a yellow card for that was a pretty short fuse. As Coach Barnes pointing out that Logan Henderson has basically been throwing the ball when she's not in a position to hit it. And the Hawks get called for 2 doubles tonight. Henderson knocks that one over. Moravec, good pass. Mateo out to Moravec, right down the line. Bangs it off Henderson. 3-2 Kent State leads. McSweeney's back in. Let's see. She sat quite a while. Okay, the down ref's deciding right now that he has a control complex right now. As he goes over and talks to the Hawkeye bench again. 3-2, Davis to serve. In front of her, but good serve. Rifkin, slide. Dug by Darling. Mateo. Moravec, good roll. Drops it in. White outside. Block. Salinas is covered. White. Salinas. Tip this time. Dug by Moravec. Mateo. Back row from Buechner. Scores! Tied at 3. Davis to serve again. Oh. The last serve, the ball got in front of her and she just barely cleared the top of the net. That one, the toss seemed really low and just wasn't even close. So she hit it right into the middle of the net. 4-3 Kent State. Mack to serve. Mateo, platform. Moravec tips. Rifkin. Dirty kill for Moravec, tied at 4. She's got 12. Darling out, Deary in. Mateo to serve. Gallops forward. Good drop, serve ace. Hawks have their earliest lead in a set. It's 5-4. Trying to return with 2's Kent State. Mateo again, same spot. Rifkin, good pass this time. Slide, off the block, scores! Moravec gets the block. Shuts down the slide from Walters, 6-4. Mateo to serve again. Hops forward, good pass. Walters chops through Dennis. McSweeney's covered, Buechner can't get it. Again, the timing just seems off with the middles, really struggling there. So McSweeney punches it into the block. Hawks can't cover, 6-5, Hawks still lead. Mateo goes out, Ortega comes in. And White goes back to serve. Good cross-court serve. Dennis, decent pass. Ortega behind her. Moravic's dug up. Good ball. Has to platform behind her. Rolls it way over Buettner. Ortega behind her again. Moravic. 8 up White, and that'll score. 7-5. Moravic's got 13. Buettner and Moravic 13 apiece. Salinas and Henderson 13 and 12. Outside dominating the game, dominating the match. Urquhart in to serve. Strong serve. Good pass. Outside. Salinas. Urquhart can chase it down. Dennis will free ball it over. Good ball. Rifkin. White. Salinas off the block scores. 7-6. Salinas 42 swings tonight. Buettner 45. You can tell who the garbage collectors are for each team. Salinas serves it long. 8-6. Hawks lead. Davis back to the front row. McSweeney to the bench. Sidney Dennis back to serve for the Hawks. Hawkeye Libero fires it right down the line. Bad pass. Roberts has to platform it. Davis blocks it, but then nobody goes to get it. 8-7. Just everybody slow to react. That ball bounced high up in the air. Plenty of time for somebody to go get it. You almost hate seeing that solo block on a roll shot off the net. Roberts back to serve for Kent State. Strong serve. Buettner. Ortega behind her. Deary, great swing. Ball goes outside the antenna. Henderson with a great idea. Tried to get kind of under the net to be able to play it. But Deary, powerful swing, gets the kill. And Amanda Darling back to serve for the Hawks. She spent some quality time back there at the end of the last set. Ooh, good serve there. Salinas, middle attack. And that's hammered home by Mack. 9-8, Hawks lead. Schroeder goes out. Brathel comes in. Brathel hops forward, fires. Urquhart, Mateo. Davis has to tip. Slide. It's up in the air. Dennis gets it. Mateo, slide, block. Ooh, good play there. Darling gets it on the over. Bad play by the Hawks, though. They give an easy ball back on the Kent State side, and Mack wins the joust with Mateo, tied at 9. Brathel fires it into the net. 10-9, Iowa back on top. Moravic will check back in. Urquhart heads to the bench. Buettner heads back to the service line. Buettner hops forward. Floats it right down the line. Ace serve. Roberts can't handle it. 11-9 Hawks. Buettner's first ace. This has really been about the cap of the Hawkeye lead. They have not been able to push any further ahead of Kent State. Same spot. Roberts overpass. One-handed tip, no block at all. Moravic jumps with the setter. And Mack hammers it home. She's heating up a little bit. 7 kills now. Henderson to the back row. Dennis Mateo wins the joust this time. Roberts, Salinas, tied at 11. Salinas with 15. 5'8", hitting .034 on the year. She's hitting .196 tonight with 15 kills. Moravec, Mateo, Moravec, over the block, no touch. Coach Barnes thinks so, and he'll call for a challenge. We've had a pretty clean match tonight, no challenges until now. So good time for the reminder. Each team gets 2 challenges. If you're right, you keep it. If you're wrong, you lose it. So pretty simple as the Hawks are going to look for a touch call here. See if the right side blocker for Kent State got a hand on that ball, a fingertip on that ball. And we're going to get the touch call. So Hawks are going to actually lead 12 to 11, get the reversal here. And so he saw the touch on it. So as I mentioned, then Coach Barnes will keep the challenge, still have 2. So we're going to get the touch, give it to the Hawkeyes, 12-11. Big spot there. Dennis heads to the bench. McSweeney heads to the front row. Anna Davis heads to the service line. Brooke Rifkin heads to the back row. Logan Henderson heads to the bench for Kent State. Rifkin, the 5'3" freshman from Dallas, Texas, played well tonight. She's part of a duo receiving Anna Davis's serve. Goes at her. Good pass. White outside. Salinas high off the block. Darling. Mateo. Moravec scores. Hawks by 2, 13-11. And again, this is where the Hawkeye lead is kind of capped out. Kent State usually bounces back, scores a point or 2. Davis, strong serve. Roberts, overpass. Tipped. Mateo. Darling. Moravec. Nobody on the Kent State side thought they touched it until Kendall White said, yes, I did. And the Hawks lead by 3, 14-11. Bad pass there from Rifkin. Roberts platforms at Salinas. Buechner. Mateo. Moravec scores! 15-11. Hawks getting a little friskier. Coach Eckerman will use a timeout with the Hawks. Not 100% sure, but feel like this is the biggest lead of the night for the Hawks at 15-11 here in set 4. Trail 2-1. The exciting moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for it all as your healthcare champion. Making healthcare more affordable with more choices for care and peace of mind no matter what comes your way. Find the plan right for you at wellmark.com/touchdown. 15-11. Hawks lead set 4. Hawks hitting 350 in the set. Kent State hitting an impressive 316. But the Hawks have been able to push ahead. 7 aces for Kent State, but up to 5 service errors now. Hawkeyes 6 aces and 3 errors. 17 kills for Moravec, 13 for Buettner. 15 and 12 on the other side. Hawks to serve again, Anna Davis. Davis fires it over. Rifkin, good pass, slide. Mack has to roll it over. Buettner gets it up in the air, Mateo. But Moravec platforms it over, deep corner, Rifkin. Salinas tips, Darling, Mateo. Moravec, great tip. That ball's pancaked up, that's a good ball. Salinas blocked. McSweeney and Mateo get the block, 16-11. Davis to serve again. Strong serve, Roberts passes it. White, one hand. Bad pass there, Hawkeyes lead 17-11. Davis again. Good strong serve, Rifkin tipped over, Davis with a good dig. That ball's in! The rare dig kill. Anna Davis goes up and gets it. Actually goes down and gets it, knocks it up over. 18-11. Not the back row kill that Anna Davis is going to get very often. Couple subs come in for Kent State. Davis, deep breath. Fires, good ball. Roberts, overpass. Hawks get that over. Roberts. Salinas. Darling, good dig. McSweeney, that ball's back over. Roberts plays it. Salinas again. That is a back row setter the first time. We've got an up ref and a down ref disagreement here, and we're going to have a talk about it. There was a ball early in that match when their setter, Lily King, came in. She's setting now. She's a back row setter. She jumped, tipped it over. Ball goes onto the Hawkeye side, but she played it above the net. And so when she plays it above the net, it should have been back row setter. See what the call is here now. We're getting an explanation. Coach Barnes has an opportunity to challenge, and he's going to use it. We'll see what happens here. As it stands, it's 18-12. Give the kill to Salinas. The up ref said no touch. Down ref said touch. If you're a Hawkeye fan, you hope he's right. Call is going to be reversed again. So another good move by the Hawkeyes as they're going to get this point. It'll be 19-11. Back row setter is called. This is where you feel bad for the stat guys that charted all that. Now have to get rid of a couple of the touches and points there. 19-11. Anna Davis will serve again. It's an 8-0 scoring run. We were tied at 11. And the Hawks have done a little flex here. Good serve there. Bad pass from Rifkin. Salinas blocked. Hawks are able to get that up in the air again. Back out to Salinas. Through the block. Can't get it this time. 19-12. Mack back to serve. Hawks just want to finish it. Moravec, good pass. Mateo. Buettner. That ball's going to be up. Good play. Rifkin will platform it over. Dennis steps in. Mateo. McSweeney. Oh, good dig. That ball's going to come over on 4 hits. 20-12. Hawks lead 20-12. Mateo back to serve. Kent State will return with 2 again. Rifkin and Roberts. Good strong serve. Rifkin, bad pass. Salinas is going to get a swing though. Goes wide. 21-12 Hawks. Mateo, another good drop serve. White, blocked. Hawks cover. Dennis. Buettner, nobody wants to go get it. White dumps. Mateo. Dennis. Moravec. Roberts with a good dig. Middle attack, chopped over. Mateo, one hand. Dennis. Moravec scores! 22-12. Natalie Moravec, 19 kills. Clean up in aisle 3 on the Kent State side here. Yeah, we're good. Mateo to serve. Rifkin, bad pass. Salinas tips. Dennis is there. Mateo. Moravec. Good dig by Roberts. And Walters wins the joust on McSweeney, 22-13. Ortega heads in. Mateo heads to the bench. Schroeder heads to the front row. Brathall heads to the bench. Kendall White back to serve for Kent State. Dennis steps in. Ortega. McSweeney scores. Dill's been quiet since the first set. Welcome back, Delaney. Big time. 23-13. Moravec and her 19 kills head to the bench. Urquhart heads to the service line for the Hawks. 2 points away from forcing a fifth. This is why the end of the fourth set was so important. Roberts off the net. Middle attack. Hawks had the triple but couldn't get the block. Schroeder gets the kill. She's got 3, 23-14. Henderson's back in. Rifkin to the back, to the bench. Salinas to the service line. Urquhart, Ortega, Buettner, dug by Roberts. Henderson, blocked, covered. Buettner scores! Buettner took the overpass, hammered it home. Hawks have 2 handfuls of set points, and Sydney Dennis will try to bring it home on the first one. Salinas. Ball goes right side, over Ortega. Dennis platforms it to Buettner. Roberts, good dig. Pushes middle, good pass. One hand. And a good answer there from Schroeder again as she just knocked back the overpass, 24-15. Roberts back to serve for the Golden Flashes. Buettner sends it into the scorer's table, 24-16. Just like the end of the fourth set, you don't want to let them build momentum now heading into the fifth. 2 is fine, stop it right here. Strong serve again, Urquhart off the net, Ortega, Buettner, Roberts, great dig. Back row, Salinas. Off, Dennis into the Hawkeye bench, 24-17. Great back row attack there from Salinas. She has 17. Roberts. Buettner. Ortega. Buettner rolls. Henderson, bad pass. Salinas back row, rolls it over. Dennis. Ortega. Buettner. Ortega couldn't stop herself from rolling under the net. 24-18. That's 4 in a row for Kent State. Crowd trying to help the Hawks finish it. Roberts fires into the net. Let's go, 5. Bring the captains to the middle. Let's talk about it. Anna Davis and Bryn Roberts meet. We're tied at 2 sets apiece. We do the coin flip to decide who serves and which side of the floor they'll start on. We change at 8. Each team gets, which I'm not sure each team gets another challenge. I'm not sure either team, I think both teams have both of their challenges. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back for the 5th set, tied at 2. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oaknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. We are about to start set 5. Kent State took the first, 25-22. Hawkeyes battled back, took set 2, 25-23. Kent State dominated set 3, held on to win 25-22. Hawks just drove away late in set 4, won 25-18. Which Jekyll and which Hyde will show up for both teams here as we head to the 5th. Hawks have started slow. Really can't afford to do that in a race to 15. Kent State's been able to put pressure on right away, create some problems. Hawks hit 364 in set 4, held Kent State to 175. 19 kills for Natalie Morovic, 14 for Caitlin Buettner, 10 for Anna Davis. On the Kent State side, Karina Salinas, 17 kills, Logan Henderson, 12. You've got 33 assists from Kendall White, 24 from Kaya Mateo, 22 from Bailey Ortega, 24 digs for Sydney Dennis, 20 for Bryn Roberts, 19 for Bree Brathold. Got big stats everywhere. Kendall White with 4 blocks. Give Kiana Mack 5 blocks, block assists, and 1 solo. 10 blocks for Kent State, 7 for the Hawks. 8 service aces for Kent State, 6 for the Hawks. Hawks with 60 kills, Kent State with just 52. Guess this goes to the Are We Having Fun Yet? Looks like the Hawks will serve. It'll be Amanda Darling that will put it in play. A race to 15 will switch ends at 8. Darling flat foots it over. Rifkin, good pass, middle attack, tipped. Buettner gets it, Mateo, back row for Morovic. Roberts gets it up in the air, Rifkin. Salinas will have to roll it. Mateo, Darling, good tip, Roberts plays it. Middle, blocked, Dennis gets the dig. Mateo, outside, Buettner scores in the net anyway. For the first time tonight, the Hawks have scored the first point of a set. It's 1-0. Darling again, good strong serve. Roberts takes it, off the net, Salinas. Off the block, scores, tied at 1. Henderson in for Rifkin, Salinas in to serve, or back to serve. She has 18. Go along with 5 digs. Good strong serve, Morovic off the net. Mateo, Buettner, off the block, ball's up in the air. Roberts, behind her to Henderson. Blocked! Kaya Mateo, Anna Davis. Just Henderson's 3rd hitting error of the night. Hawks lead 2-1. Henderson's been great, 12 kills, 4 aces. Buettner to serve. Strong serve. White plays it. Right side off the block. Goes through the block, tied at 2. Give that kill to Schroeder. Two. Roberts been very good at the line. Strong serve, overpass. And Schroeder hammers it home, 3-2. Dennis, Darling, and Morovic need to stop the run on the serve receive. Morovic, Mateo, slide, Dennis, Darling. Morovic left-handed. I'm sorry, that was Davis on the slide. Roberts behind her. Henderson tips. Hawks are able to get it over. Roberts. White. Ooh, boy. Kiana Mack. Hello. 4-2 Kent State. Mack has 8. She hasn't been efficient, but she is powerful. Strong serve, Dennis. Mateo, Davis scores, 4-3. Anna Davis serving into the 2-person rotation. Strong serve, good pass. White, blocked. Delaney McSweeney gets Kiana Mack. We're tied at 4. Davis to serve again. Good serve there. Roberts, good pass. White outside. Henderson powers it off Davis. 5-4 Kent State. That's what a middle looks like trying to catch a hammer. Brathole back in to serve. Kendall White, the setters in the front row for Kent State. Darling, good pass. Mateo outside. Moravec scores. Give her 20. Tied at 5. Gabby Deary comes back in. Amanda Darling heads to the bench. Kaya Mateo serves it over. Good serve. Steps up. Bad pass. That ball is over and out. That'll go as an ace for Mateo. She fires again. Another not great pass. Oh boy. White has to play it. Roberts. Henderson with a big swing through the block. Boy, I don't know how the spinny ball's not a double, but it was not. We're tied at 6. Ortega's going to come in for Mateo. And Henderson will go back to serve. Into the net. She has 4 aces tonight. She had been fantastic at the service line. Missed a big one there. Rifkin comes back in. Henderson heads to the bench. Moravec heads to the bench. Urquhart heads in to serve for the Hawkeyes. Mickey right in front of the Hawkeye bench. Takes some bounces. Fires it right down the line. Rifkin off the net. White has to platform it. Salinas dug up by Urquhart. Ortega. Buettner. Good tip, but Rifkin. Bad pass. Roberts platforms it. Salinas. Dug by Dennis. Ortega platforms it. Urquhart. Get into that bench. That's the score. Michelle Urquhart from the back row. Give Brooke Rifkin a lot of props there for heading into her bench. Great effort there. She chased it all the way in. Hawks lead 8-6 as we change sides. And then Kent State was classy enough to fix all the chairs back. That was good work. Hawkeyes lead here in the 5th. Michelle Urquhart will fire from the service line. Oh, grazes the top of the tape. Oh, great play. That goes as a kill. Caitlin Buettner might have overhit it. Bree Brathole plays it. She's still down, slow to get up. 9-6. Oh, sorry, somebody else is down. I didn't see her. My apologies there. Didn't see the player still on the floor there. She's holding an ankle. Oh, Salinas went up, came down. Boy, what a strange play as that ankle rolled. Hate seeing that. Great effort on a ball Buettner tried to punch into the back row, back corner. Oh, boy. Trainer out trying to work the ankle a little bit, see how she feels. Hope she's all right. She has been so good. She's up. Heading toward the huddle. Let's hope she can stay in the huddle. 18 kills for Salinas. Kent State will call timeout now that she's up. And we'll see if she can walk it off enough to stay in. She's an undersized hitter anyway, so boy, you can't really afford to have her not have any explosiveness, but she's jogging it off there. Looks okay in her movement. She might have a hard time tomorrow night, but be able to get through tonight. Hawkeye fans, get a taste of game day at your home by stopping by Molly's Cupcakes and picking up your favorite cookie or Rice Krispie treat to satisfy your sweet tooth craving. Molly's Cupcakes, located off Clinton Street in the heart of downtown Iowa City. She's trying to jump up on the table real quick. She's got about 30 seconds to get retaped here. Salinas, 18 kills, 59 attempts tonight as she's just getting ball after ball after ball. So just hitting 136, but they get the quick tape job. Gets the shoe back on, still has 15 seconds. 20 kills for Morovic, 16 kills for Buettner, 11 for Anna Davis. Be interesting to see how she does. If you're the Hawks, you kind of want to test her. You maybe go Gabby Deary right over the top of her, but shows a lot of toughness getting back out there. Michelle Urquhart to serve. 9-6, Hawks here in the fifth set. Urquhart goes right at Roberts. Salinas will get the swing. She's blocked, and that goes back. McSweeney, Deary get the block, 10-6. She actually looked like a pretty good jump. Didn't look too hindered there. Hawks will try to keep pulling away. Mickey floats it, it's a beauty. Uses the middle. White, Mack off the block. Roberts on the Hawks side. McSweeney in the net. Hawks score, 11-6. Thought about using a challenge, but her player told her she was in the net. Urquhart to serve again. Good strong serve. White outside. Salinas dug by Urquhart. Ortega. McSweeney scores! It wasn't pretty, but it goes down 12-6. Timeout, Haley Eckerman. Hawks finding a way. It's 12-6 here in the fifth. We'll take a timeout. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to Wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. I'm John Evans. Hawks putting a little flex on here, 6 straight to make it 12-6. Michelle Urquhart to serve. Strong serve. Roberts, bad pass. White chases it down. Salinas rolls it over. Dennis. Ortega McSweeney scores. 13-6. What a ball from Ortega. What a finish from McSweeney. She's got 10 now. She was great early. She's been great late. Taking advantage of the smaller block. Urquhart floats it. It's a beauty. Roberts chases it down. White finds her way to it. Salinas has to roll it over. Dennis gets it. Ortega dumps. Mack gets it up in the air, though. Salinas blocked. Roberts. Oh, what a play there by Mack. Fantastic area there as she just pushed that ball into the 4 spot. Dennis saw it, just couldn't get there in time as both Hawkeye blockers had converged on it. 13-7, Mack back to serve. Urquhart, good pass. Ortega behind her to Deary. Off the block, it's up in the air. Ortega one-hands it. Dennis, Buechner will get a swing from off the court. Good roll. It's dug up though. Ortega, Dennis. Buechner blocked, covered. Deary scores! The freshman gets the Hawks match point. What a ball there. What a rally. Hawks stay with it. Sydney Dennis will try to close it out. Strong serve. Roberts, bad pass. White chases it down. Salinas into the net. The Hawks survive. The Hawks survive. 15-7 in the 5th. It wasn't always pretty, but it goes down as a win. As the Hawkeyes do the lap around, we'll have Coach Barnes. What a finish. Moravec with 20. Buechner with 16. Anna Davis, 11. Delaney McSweeney, 10. The freshman Gabby Deary with 8. She hit 294 in her first start. Karina Salinas, man, was she good tonight. She had 18 kills for Kent State. Really just an awesome job on her part to stay in that match at the end. We've got Coach Barnes right now. Coach, can you hear me?
I hear you.
All right, let's go ahead and start with the bad. How many third sets have you had start like that?
I try. If I've had them, I blocked them out.
The good selective memory to get rid of them.
I tell you what, I'm a fan of Kent State, and Haley Eckerman, what she's doing there. You know, they're a little undermanned even, and they played with so much guts. I just told her, just amazing job she's done to get those players to play that hard.
Well, and since we're on that line, let's stay with. So, Karina Salinas, we were looking at the replay here. Stepped on a foot, really rolled over an ankle.
Yeah. In
kind of that minute, she gets the quick tape job, comes right back in. Maybe didn't have quite the same explosiveness, but boy, 18 kills, 64 swings she had tonight. She was pretty good for them.
All 5-10 of her. It's just incredible guts by them. And, you know, we lost our focus, and they made us pay. And when we made the run back after being way down in set 3, I go, if we stay focused, we win in 5. If you lose any focus, they're going to do what they did. And we ran it out to 5.
Well, and how about that? How important was, you know, and I said at some point during the broadcast, I said, you're probably not going to win this third set.
Yes.
But there's a tone to be set here. There's showing Kent State you're still here. It felt like you did that, and with maybe a break or a dirty point, you might have stole the third set.
We could have, and again, it was about pride right then of, getting back and playing our game and getting the momentum back, but it was the focus level. And I said, guys, when we were locked in and focused, everyone's doing their job, we run away from them. And the second we have one person not do that, we fall apart. And so, again, I just challenge them, just stay focused, don't care about the score, stay focused. I guarantee you we win in 5.
How good was Dill then to started good, maybe kind of lost her way there in the middle, and then, boy, some big points there, a block and a couple of really smart plays.
Yes, we had different players that we rely on go in and out of the games. At times Michelle went out, with passing, Sid, and those are two of our mainstay passers. And so when that happens, we're anybody can beat us when those things happen. And Dill lost her way through that. But credit, they stepped back in. Credit to Gabby as a freshman in there. We just kept hanging with her to see what she would do, and she just kept getting better and better.
8 kills, hit 294 tonight. Really good from her.
Yes.
And you saw what Natalie has, too. 20 kills tonight from Natalie.
She's a player of the game. She went to another level of aggressiveness that really I hadn't seen that level where she was just determined, to put every ball away. And that really got us back on track.
Well, and she had made some loose swings early and really did clean those up. So even when she was out of system, it felt like they were smart swings. She was either tooling or finding back corners and really in good spots.
Right. She was hitting high and flat and smart. And then even a couple of roll shots that they got, but we got free balls out of. And so she started playing, way smarter volleyball. And just she was aggressive and high. That's a freshman for us, a redshirt freshman. So we're really excited about her.
Sydney Dennis, 28 digs. It was a pretty good display in the back. Even there were moments, I know, but 28 digs. She really commanded the back row. It took a couple of just darts and
she stays gutty.
Balls.
She's a gutty kid, and she's not playing her A game yet, but she keeps fighting hard, and and then we need her and Michelle and need Kate to really play their games. And Kate was never quite on tonight. Kept battling, but. Luckily we had Nat really step up, and Anna, gave us a big punch at different times. At different times she was unstoppable.
Yeah, it felt like those first 2.5 sets, the passing was just a little off. Whether it was, and it was some of the setting too, because Caitlin ended up with 57 swings.
Yes.
But there were some really awkward ones there early where it just didn't quite.
She got
mix.
all the junk balls and kind of gets her out of rhythm too when we give her too many like that. We got to pass better. If we pass well, then we're more in rhythm and we're putting the ball away.
How much of that's still being a new team? New teammates and
Big time,
kind of putting the pieces together.
They don't know quite what they're learning as we go. Like, what do you do in this situation, and what do I do? And I'm going, both of you just stay focused and do your job. And and then when we really got back to basics, we started putting things together.
I saw the locker room celebration. I'm going to let you get in there tonight. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank
Good
you.
comeback win.
Thank you, John.
That was Coach Jim Barnes. Hawkeyes rally from a 2-1 deficit. Kent State takes the first, 25-22. Iowa takes the second, 25-23. Kent State in the third, 25-22. After busting out to a huge lead, Hawkeyes really cruise controlled the fourth, 25-18, and then pulled away, scored 9 of the last 10 points to win the fifth, 15-7. Again, Natalie Morovic, 20 kills. Caitlin Butner, 16. Anna Davis, 11. Delaney McSweeney with 10. Give Gabby Deary, the freshman, in her first start, 8. Hawks hit 274 as a team, hit 562 in the fifth set. Big finish there for the Hawkeyes. Hawkeyes back in action tomorrow. Kent State and Middle Tennessee State play at 11 in match 5 of the Fry Fest Invitational. Iowa will take on South Dakota State at 2 o'clock. We'll have it right here again as the Hawks will look to move to 4-2 after moving over 500 for the second time this season. Get the win here tonight, an exciting 5-set victory. I'm John Evans. Thanks for listening. Go Hawks. This has been Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar. Have a great evening.